So I'll give you an example of wise practice in action. It's the case of Michael. Michael's a young guy. He had a pretty low-wage job. He was supporting his wife and a child, and the child was going to parochial school. Then he lost his job. He panicked about being able to support his family. One night he drank a little too much, and he robbed a cab driver. Stole $50. He robbed him at gunpoint. It was a toy gun. He got caught. He got tried. He got convicted. The Pennsylvania sentencing guidelines required a minimum sentence for a crime like this of 2 years, 24 months. The judge on the case, Judge Lois Forer, thought that this made no sense. He had never committed a crime before. He was a responsible husband and father. He had been faced with desperate circumstances. All this would do was wreck a family. And so she improvised a sentence, 11 months. And not only that, but release every day to go to work. Spend your night in jail, spend your day holding down a job. He did. He served out his sentence. He made restitution and found himself a new job, and the family was united, and it seemed on the road to some sort of a decent life. A happy ending to a story involving wise improvisation from a wise judge. But it turned out the prosecutor was not happy that Judge Forer ignored the sentencing guidelines and sort of invented her own, and so he appealed. And he asked for the mandatory minimum sentence for armed robbery. He did, after all, have a toy gun. The mandatory minimum sentence for armed robbery is 5 years. He won the appeal. Michael was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Judge Forer had to follow the law. And by the way, this appeal went through after he had finished serving his sentence. So he was out and working at a job and taking care of his family. He had to go back into jail. Judge Forer did what she was required to do, and then she quit the bench. And Michael disappeared. So that is an example both of wise wisdom in practice and the subversion of wisdom by rules that are meant, of course, to make things better.